Live life in the sky. We lit in real life. We don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing. Time after time. God bless this eternal shine. Yeah.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hey, jump right, Pacino. Jump right, Pacino. Half 18, half 18. Timberland, 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 Timberland.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the... Up and go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Now it's Fields. Got his man. It's Warren.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Fields. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here we go, Snipe.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Miles Kennebrew with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And a tackle there by Micah McFadden. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, Snipe. Right.
They run again with Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Right.
Back to throw. Fields.
Buying time to his left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He connects with Hyatt. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Here we go.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
West right sit. Don't jump. Ready?
Out of the gun, Fields. Steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. To the sideline and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
On the give, this is Harris. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Half 18, half 18.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Singletary. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go, son.
They'll send Austin in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 33, here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Sit high.
Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Easy, easy, easy. Here we go.
One play action. Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll toss to Harris. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Here we go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Completed to Hyatt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Ladybug, ladybug, ladybug. Okay, here we go. Flash shift to Crew.
Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, Hank.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Apple, 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 apple. Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 45 yards. yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Jones throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. We're good. It's all right.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort from the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
Here we go. Side.
On the option left is Fields. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. From the gun on third down, Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10 to the 27-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones from the gun on third down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run again with Harris.
There he goes again.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
53 yards.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Jones.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones, off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll start the drive with Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Fields.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go.
And they take a knee.
Here we go, son.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Pittsburgh,
They continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA.
should now. Point good, do what I could now.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form, staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.